South Africa's Msimanga saying that the march is on, but earlier on we've been receiving reports that an urgent court interdict is being sought by the same organizers because police had said that this march isn't happening. Well, which is it? We'll find out now from the Tshwane Mayor, Msimanga, who's on the line. He's just about an hour ago took to Twitter saying that someone is trying to cause confusion, and he's communicated that Tshwane has not denied permission for tomorrow's march. Let's find out from him now. Mayor Msimanga, thank you very much for joining us. Is this march on, not on? Had it been stopped? What's the situation?
Well, you would appreciate that we spend the whole of today in what we were supposed to have been the State of the Nation, State of the City address in the morning that turned out into the 4 hours of circus and watching the South African police services sitting by and idling while an instruction is given for them to remove people who are misbehaving from the council precinct. We have seen the same thing happening with a group of Metro Police officers who looks like they are taking instruction from somewhere else except from the authority that is there. And therefore, it comes as no surprise that now you would hear at this late hour that there has been now the instruction that the march has been denied. And we want to say that we have never given such an instruction. I or the MMC for Safety and Security, Councillor Kisentuth, have never given such an instruction, and we are actually in support of this march that is happening tomorrow.
Do you have any idea where this story started, that this message started, that the police had not granted permission?
Well, I think, the events of today throughout, suggest that the police are being controlled somewhere else, except where they're supposed to be controlled. And this is very much evident with what we saw even today during the course of the day. I mean, if you go into my Twitter, I've even tweeted pictures of, policemen and women sitting, under the Lapa shade while they're supposed to be taking action because an instruction had been given. I've called in, the National Commissioner, Pahlane. I've spoken to David Mashovo. I've spoken to the provincial commissioner. I've spoken to the generals here in the city as well to say, here are your members of police. They just refuse to take instruction. They refuse to act. And this is what we are seeing now happening as well with this march. And so we now need to decide as South Africans whether we are going to allow a situation where a political party will come, at the helm, at the best interest over what is at the best interest of ordinary South Africans. And this is why I'm saying myself, I will be supporting this march tomorrow. We haven't given that instruction that this march be disallowed, and therefore, as far as we are concerned, this march should be going ahead.
Well, today you were trying to deliver your State of the Capital address, but that didn't go so well. Tell us about some of the events that took place there.
Well, let me correct something. We did deliver the State of the City address. It's unfortunate that the majority of the people of our city were denied an opportunity to hear how we are planning on changing their lives, how we are planning on ensuring that we resuscitate the industrial areas so as to bring jobs back into areas like Hammanskraal, into areas like Ekangala and Ekandastria, in areas like Mamelodi, through the Watlu area there, and other areas as well. So people were denied that opportunity to hear what it is that we are planning on doing because of those that have not accepted the fact that they've lost power last year, on the 3rd of August. And they are using the fact that, this is Solomon Mahlangu Day. But we have, indicated over and over that we do accept that this is Solomon Mahlangu Day. And we were actually part, going to commemorate and actually honor Solomon Mahlangu. But that doesn't mean that the job of government needs to ground to a halt. While we're doing that, we met with the family, we discussed with the family what were the intentions that we had. But over and above that, the councillors came into council today. I mean, you would see the photos of people wearing nooses on their neck and threatening female councillors, male councillors threatening female councillors, with those nooses, around their necks. And we are saying this is really unbecoming, and this cannot, in a democratic society, be allowed in any way whatsoever.
It's my understanding that all the councillors on both sides, on all sides, knew about today's meeting well in advance. So it shouldn't have been a surprise, and it might have been a surprise that there was this disruption today.
They knew from last year. The council calendar was circulated, was actually put on the councillors' portal. We have a portal that we have, or the intranet that we have as councillors. And every councillor has access to that. From last year, around September, October, this calendar was already put up there. So councillors knew exactly what was going to happen, when was going to happen. So this thing is just a political stunt that they have now developed to try and bring chaos into the city. And we are seeing the continuation of what has transpired ever since there was change of government, where people are failing to accept, and they are actually, relegating council into chaos. And we are saying that it's a shame that when they were in power, we afforded them each and every respect that they deserve. And now they are failing to do that. And I think the people of South Africa deserve to see actually what it is that those people are made of, and what it is that has been stalling service delivery, has been stalling a better life for all, as they've been claiming before. But we realize that this is not a better life for all, but this is just a better life for some, and they will try to stop service delivery. They will try to stop government running at all costs possible.
All right, that's where we're going to leave it. But the bottom line is that this march is being granted permission and will go ahead tomorrow.
The march has got our blessing, myself and MMC Youth. As far as we are concerned, as far as we know, when we got the report in the morning, we were told that they have met with the organizers and the march was going on. So if the march has been called off, it hasn't been called off by myself or the MMC. It has been called outside of Tshwane, and we now need to question why that is.
All right. Mayor Msimanga, thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening. That was the mayor of the city of Tshwane saying that they had difficulties today delivering their State of the Capital address, as well as addressing this report, which seems to be false now, that police had not given permission for tomorrow's Save SA march to go ahead. Now,